Okay, we're going to continue on in our Father's Word. I want to read this back to you again. This is Jeremiah 4, verse 23. I beheld the earth, and indeed it was without form and void, and the heavens, they had no light, and I beheld the mountains, and indeed they trembled, and all the hills moved back and forth. Now, God came back to earth 14,000 years ago, and he found a third of his children following Satan. It's called the Katabole, spelled Katabole. In the Bible, it's called the foundation of this world. Tuhuavuhu means void and without form. God did not make earth void and without form. God came back to earth and found a third of his children following Satan, and he didn't want to kill a third of his children, so he created flesh man on the 6th day after the Katabole. So that'd be 8,000 years ago. And how did God create flesh man? The rib is the only curved bone in the body, so it was translated curve. In the King James Version, it's translated rib. And the rib was the only curved bone. But the correct translation is curve, the feminine portion of the DNA curve. So God used DNA. So how did God create flesh man? He took the clay from the earth. 4.5 billion years of evolution. All the different animals that lived here on earth, all the family tree. And he took all those different DNAs, those curves, and he took the clay and he used the DNA out of the clay from all those years of evolution, and he created flesh man with the DNA curve. That's how he did it. He didn't, women folk, count your ribs. You got the same number of ribs as that men. They got the same number of ribs you got. So women, men, you got the same number of ribs. God did not use a rib. He used the feminine portion of the DNA curve to make Eve, and he made man from DNA curve. Okay, let's read about Revelation 12, verse 4. This is, his tail drew a third of the stars of heaven and threw them to earth. So Satan